The luxurious life of celebrities has often distracted many people from their somewhat hidden scandalous aspects. Fortunately for you guys who like drama, some big-time celebrity scandals have slipped through the cracks and been made public. That said, we will look at the top 10 celebrity scandals. Number 10. Ellen DeGeneres racism scandal. This is one of the juiciest celebrity scandals in 2020, involving popular talk show host and comedian Ellen DeGeneres. It was reported that some employees said they faced racism, intimidation, and general fear while working on Ellen's popular daytime talk show. Following these claims, the show's ratings dropped by over 1 million viewers. Ellen DeGeneres has since apologized to the offended employees, and during her popular show's season premiere on September 21, 2020, she took some time to talk about the scandal with viewers. Apart from the racism issue, there was also a case of 3 of the show's producers being accused of sexual misconduct by some former employees. They later ended up getting fired following a Warner Brothers investigation. In 2021, Ellen announced that the show would end after 19 years. Number 9. Chris Brown's assault scandal. This celebrity scandal goes even farther back in time than Ellen DeGeneres' scandal, and it came at a time when many of you were still in middle school. Regardless, it should still be one celebrity scandal that you should remember quite well. If you don't remember it, you were either still a kid or your memory failed. This scandal occurred in 2009 when Chris Brown was still dating Rihanna. The incident had been ongoing for a while, but the one that made things worse was the incident that happened the night before the 2009 Grammys. Chris Brown was charged with felony and assault for putting his hands on Rihanna, and the incident left her bruised and bloody. There were also some pictures of her beaten face, which were leaked to the public. Chris Brown pleaded guilty to the charges and was sentenced to 5 years probation and 1,400 hours of community service. Number 8. Kanye West and Taylor Swift scandal. If you don't know either of these stars, you are probably too old to know how the internet works. These 2 stars have been involved in one of the biggest scandals in celebrity history, which ruined their relationship. The incident occurred at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards when Taylor Swift won the award for Best Female Video. Apparently, Kanye West was so pissed that he interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech to let everyone know his thoughts. That incident became very embarrassing for everyone, even Beyoncé, whom he was advocating for. Kanye West faced massive backlash from the public for ruining Taylor Swift's big moment and had to apologize. However, to make things worse, in 2016, he took credit in an unlikely lyric for making Taylor Swift famous, which led to another round of controversy. Number 7. The death of Thomas Ince. Let's take a step back in time to the 1920s and look at one of the biggest scandals of that decade. If you know about this celebrity scandal, you are either a nerd or a grandparent. There is no in between. And for those that don't know Thomas Ince, he was popularly known as the father of the Western. This was because, as a producer, actor, and director, Thomas Ince had his hands in over 100 movies made at the time. However, in 1924, Thomas Ince lost his life while on the famed media mogul William Randolph Hearst's yacht. His official cause of death was listed as heart failure, but the rumors in Hollywood thought different. Rumors believed that William shot Thomas on his yacht. According to the rumors, William suspected his mistress, Marion Davies, had an affair with actor Charlie Chaplin, who was reportedly on the yacht. When William caught Charlie and Marion getting busy, he tried to shoot Charlie, but fatally shot Thomas. Charlie later denied even being on the yacht, and no further investigations were done. Thomas's body was cremated, which forcefully closed the matter. Number 6. Marilyn Monroe's presidential affair. I won't bother asking if you know who the 35th President of the United States is, as I fear you might not know that much history. However, President John F. Kennedy once got into a celebrity scandal with Hollywood's most dazzling starlet, Marilyn Monroe. It all started in February 1962, when Marilyn Monroe got invited to a dinner party held in President Kennedy's honor. This wasn't the first time they met. However, what made this time different was that President Kennedy asked for her digits. He invited Marilyn Monroe to his home in Palm Springs, as the First Lady was coincidentally absent. Being a well-known ladies' man, the rumors kept spreading, even though the Secret Service worked to conceal the evidence of their meetings. As you would expect, things didn't end well, as Marilyn Monroe allegedly fell for President Kennedy, and his diminishing interest in her, along with some other disappointments, got her into drug and alcohol abuse. She died alone in her home as a probable suicide due to a drug overdose. Enjoying how much scandal has been discussed? Before we move on to the next scandal on our list, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to find more luxury-related videos. Number 5. Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction. Wardrobe malfunction is a common issue that comes up very often with live stage performances, and sometimes it gets forgotten. Other times, it leaves a lasting impression on society, just like the case of Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. The halftime performance of Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake in 2004 at the Super Bowl 38 is certainly one of the most well-known television events of all time. At the end of their Rock Your Body performance, Justin Timberlake removed a part of Janet Jackson's costume, revealing her breast for a half a second. There was a lot of shock and outrage as commentators lamented the country's moral collapse. However, the scandal is now remembered for tarnishing Janet Jackson's career without affecting Justin Timberlake's. Number 4. Martha Stewart's financial scandal. When it came to the list of people you would suspect of being involved in insider trading, Martha Stewart was probably not one of them. She was very popular as she had a reputation for providing Americans with homemaker tips. In 2002, Martha Stewart was accused of selling off over 3,900 shares of Imclone Systems before the company's stock dropped 16% the next day. The next year, she was charged with 9 counts associated with insider trading. And by 2004, she was convicted on all felony counts, serving 5 months in federal prison. Due to the scandal, Martha Stewart had to withdraw from the board of directors of Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia Incorporated until 2011. I hope those homemaker tips came in handy in jail. Number 3. R. Kelly's major scandal. R. Kelly's scandal spanned many years before it became final. He had a substantial history of abuse, dating since at least the 1990s, and he was married to the R&B singer Aaliyah in 1994, who was just 15 years old at the time when he was 27. He was indicted on 21 counts of child pornography in 2008 over a sex tape that supposedly showed him having relations with and urinating on a girl aged 14. But he was not found guilty after the 14-year-old girl and her family refused to testify. He was found guilty in Brooklyn Federal Court in September 2022 on 8 counts of violating the Mann Act, a federal law addressing sex trafficking, and 1 count of racketeering. 11 survivors of R. Kelly's abuse testified during the trial, as many were teenagers when the abuse began. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison for his crimes. Number 2. Will Smith and Chris Rock scandal. This scandal was pretty recent, as it happened at the 2022 Oscars. I'm pretty sure many of you are aware of this incident. For those who didn't hear about it, let's just say it was a case of jokes gone wrong. While hosting the 2022 Oscars, Chris Rock went off script and made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, which didn't sit well with her or her husband, Will Smith. When Chris Rock said the joke, Jada was seen rolling her eyes before her husband walked on stage and slapped Chris Rock. Will returned to his seat and said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth," while Chris Rock tried to laugh off the situation. Number 1. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard scandal. Lastly is the scandal between Pirates of the Caribbean star Johnny Depp and his ex-wife Amber Heard. This scandal was viral and even increased TV ratings of many broadcasting services. It technically started as a defamation trial over a newspaper article, with Johnny Depp suing Amber Heard. However, Amber Heard said Johnny Depp abused her while Johnny Depp said Amber Heard abused him. It was a messy scandal, but it ended with Johnny Depp winning his defamation trial, while Amber Heard lost most of her countersuit. Johnny Depp was awarded $10.35 million for damages, while Amber Heard received $2 million, as Johnny Depp's former attorney, Adam Waldman, had defamed her. What are your thoughts on these major celebrity scandals? Let us know in the comments section below which of them you think is more interesting. And you don't want to miss this next video.